will kick off and we'll be underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space. It's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete on the comeback. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on.
Turning it on! And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass, it's Stewart. Got his man down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw it, Stewart. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Sneaks into the end zone.
This is like
like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Stewart. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the tailback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. And there... Nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Orange now facing a third and short. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll go to the ground, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against a safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB, knew exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it off.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Smashes ahead. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He'll take a shot. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. He's going to take off at the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. They believe they can run right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got some room into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen. handicapping himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. Yeah, I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Carr. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moss.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Tate. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete to the left.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to...
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Syracuse, 14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. Turning it on!
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Looking to pass. It's Stewart. The screen. He can go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. Leaves it with the running back. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The give to the lone running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They give it to him again. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Orange.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
Push down for the tackle.
That decision to go for 2 is going to be questioned and criticized all throughout the rest of the year and all throughout the offseason as well. If you just kick it, you tie it, and you send this thing into overtime potentially, but now because you went for the win, you need an onside kick to have a shot to pull this one out.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick and they get the offense right back out there. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Looking left. Got a man, it's Clark. Brings into the open. Touchdown, Cuse. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as a two-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds.
26, Florida International, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off to stop the threat. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.